Happy Saturday and good afternoon, almost evening. Let me just pin my link in the comments. As we get started, I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. All right, pin my link. I'm going to walk back. All right, we are meal prepping on a Saturday because my son's birthday is tomorrow, so I kind of wanted the day to just do birthday things. So hopefully you guys will understand that is why I am on here at a different time. So welcome. On my page, we do all kinds of things. Makeup, oils. Hey, Tammy from Pennsylvania. All of the things. So usually on Sundays, I do meal preps. But like I said, we're doing it on a Saturday. So, hey, let me just network this out. And if you guys don't mind networking this out as well, I greatly appreciate it. It helps. And like I had said last week, I need to turn in an order for Pampered Chef this week. So I just went ahead and opened up a party link and put it on there for you guys to see. It looks like, and I'm sorry, I think I have a fly in here. And let me scoot my ring light back. I'm trying to see. Hang on. I had scooted it up to get something out of the drawer. All right, let me see. I'm on a time delay here. Hey, Emily from Ontario. Hey, guys. Hey, Christy. Hey, Linda. How are you? All right, I think that's better. I think y'all are so far away, though, but that's okay. All right, so by request, you guys wanted my spaghetti sauce recipe, and you wanted to know how to make the Pampered Chef barbecue chicken pizza. So we're going to do that today as two of the meals. The other three are from 5 Dinners 1 Hour. If you're not familiar, I'm going to post a link in the comments. I figured out why Facebook and Instagram were blocking me from commenting and things like that. It didn't like my Linktree account for some reason, which has my Pampered Chef 5 Dinners 1 Hour. So I'm going to put the direct link to 5 Dinners 1 Hour in the comments so you guys can see it and go there. If you want to do a sample menu, you can. If you want to go ahead and purchase a plan, you choose your menu type and your serving size. And then you get your grocery shopping list for the week after you pick your meals. So very easy to click list, and then it prints out your recipes and you're all set. And I may also post recipes in the comments. Let's see who all's on here. Hey, Jane. Hey, Janine from Arkansas. Welcome. Hey, Linda. Hey, guys. Hey, Sandra from Illinois. I was hoping Melissa or somebody would be on here. If anybody wants to write down my spaghetti recipe, because I just fly by the seat of my pants and approximate, I will try to do a better job of keeping some measurements going there. But if somebody wants to write that down on a piece of paper and screenshot it and then post it in the comments or send it to me in Messenger and I can type it up, that would be great. Or I can do it afterwards. I just have to sit and think about it. And sometimes I'm afraid I'll leave something out if I'm not writing it down as I do it. So that's why I feel like that would be easier. But so we're doing things a little bit differently this week. I love 5 Dinners 1 Hour. It helps you organize your shopping list. You don't overspend. You don't waste your produce and your items because you're going to utilize all of those and get exactly what you need, so you save a ton of money by doing that. Also, by suggestion, remember how my Easy Crab Carbonara was a disaster? The bowl got hot accidentally and it exploded. So it was my Pampered Chef batter bowl, my older one. And I was sad because I was so craving it. So if somebody suggested, it may have been Janice, I can't remember. They were like, put it on the menu again, just rotate it back through. So that's what I'm doing today because I want that crab carbonara. So anywho, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Maybe drop some of the meals you guys are prepping for yourselves this week. I think we've got a lot of 5 Dinners 1 Hour community folks. They have a community page that's fantastic for asking questions and just sort of networking ideas and things like that. Substitutions, if you're kind of at a loss, great page to go to. So we're going to get started on the Easy Crab Carbonara. This is the Clean Eating June recipe. And so we're going to add everything to a bowl and put a lid on it and save it. So you can use fresh cilantro or, and I actually ordered fresh and they substituted it for the Gourmet Garden, which is partially fresh, partially dry, which I love using. And it calls for a half a cup So hang on, let me get a half a cup out of here. It's probably going to be this whole thing, right? Almost. I'll leave just a little bit in case I need to garnish something that I'm doing at some point. Hey, what's up, Teresa? How are you? I'm going to set that aside. All right. So it's partially dried garlic or cilantro, so it's still got a good flavor. If you don't like cilantro, a lot of people say they don't like the taste. It tastes soapy. I don't know how easy it is to find fresh coriander, but dried coriander is a great substitution for cilantro, and I don't feel like it has that same flavor that people don't appreciate. So there is that. And I think I might get this guy out. So we're going to mix it up with that. All right, so it calls for 10 ounces of heavy cream, which is, it's on the clean eating menu, heavy cream. Most dairies like that are not on the clean eating menu. I will say that. But it's so yummy. I love savory stuff, and that makes it savory. So, doing good, good. Shrimp with basil cream sauce. Awesome, Doreen. Ooh, that sounds good. All right, allergies are flared up. I'm so sorry. I apologize ahead of time. All right, we're gonna do a tablespoon of curry, and Tahira's not on here. Okay, I'm gonna guesstimate. I found a new curry, so maybe if she goes back and watches this, I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna recreate it myself. And it's gonna be so good. So I will show you guys. I think I said it right here. All right, so I went to a fantastic hidden treasure of a store. It's a local market and ice cream parlor where you've got malts, milkshakes, ice creams, and the kids enjoyed some lavender ice cream. Really good. And I believe her heritage is German, and she has a lot of German foods, but a good mixture. So I'm going to show you, this was a curry that I snagged, and it's got all the ingredients, and it sounds yummy, and it may contain gluten. So I can't use this on my oldest, who is celiac and has to be absolutely gluten-free. But because it lists all of the ingredients, I'm going to recreate this myself. There's only a couple things I'm missing. It's got dried ginger, pepper, onion, garlic, lemongrass, coriander, mint, coriander leaf, more ginger, and it says G-A-I-A-N-G-A-L, lime leaf, sugarcane, cayenne pepper, black pepper. Sounds pretty fantastic. So I think I might try to recreate that. So I was hoping maybe Tyra can comment on that if she pops on today, or if she just happens to see this. Go wash your hands if you're going to help. Hey, Lynette from Minnesota.
I had butterscotch ice cream.
No, you got the butterscotch.
It wasn't butterscotch. It was
Butterfinger Crunch.
It was so good. Oh my god.
I have homemade ice creams. They were super yummy. And then we're going to add our canned crab meat, and then I'm going to do the egg yolks. So it calls for 3 egg yolks only. Well, I've got to do it a special way, so.
I know how. You got to separate the yolks from the whites.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you do it then. All right. I don't know if this one has the paper. This one's gluten-free. It's lump crab meat. And like I was telling y'all last time, your imitation crab meat almost every time has wheat in it. And I don't know if this one has a paper.
Crab meat?
The imitation crab meat. It does. So these have a paper, so you just kind of want to be sure you don't toss that in.
So it's not actual crab?
Yes, no, this is actual crab. But they make imitation crab meat out of pollock, another type of fish, like a white fish that looks like crab, and they add flavoring. For some reason, they put wheat in there, and I don't know why. So, and it's pretty expensive. Like, these weren't expensive, but
That is nasty.
they did have crab that was pretty pricey that was canned in the right amount. So
is that crab?
all right, so Eliza is going to, I didn't mean to get a bowl this big, but we're going to use it anyways. Okay.
Wait, really?
So do you know how to do it?
It's kind of hard. Yeah, I know how to do it.
You do?
Yeah.
All right, Eliza wants to do the yolk. All right, we got to put the separator.
Here?
No, the yolk goes.
Oh, wait, we're doing, I didn't know that had a separator.
So you're going to put the yolk in here, and then the whites are going to run
I thought that
out.
I was going to do it like scooping like that. I didn't know that.
All right, so if you guys don't have a yolk separator, this is a lifesaver. I love mine. It's Pampered Chef. Hey, Joy from Indiana. How are you? And I do have a helper today. Our weather's a little bit stormy today, so that worked out. It's supposed to be sunnier tomorrow, so we might go to the lake with the kids.
There's a
So
show. Okay. Okay, I'm making sure not to get the shell.
All right.
Okay.
Dump it in.
Come on.
All right. I've got the trash can over here.
Oh no, Mom.
What?
Oh no.
All right, that's all right. We'll try again.
Okay.
These have been sitting out a minute. Honestly, when you're separating, it works better when they're cold, and they've probably sat here just a wee bit too long. So hold the phones. We might have to get fresh ones out. It's okay.
That is horrible.
We'll get another egg out.
Oh,
They
no.
separate better when they're not cold, but then the yolk tends to get a little bit runny. So
I love how we
that's
just
fine.
have to do the yolks. Oh my gosh.
I've got to get another one out. Are you going to do that one? Okay.
Yeah, I've got to be quick with it.
All right. I'm going to try to.
Sneak under the camera.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. We got shell it away. Oh yeah, that's just delightful.
All right. That one worked out pretty good. Okay.
Oh, this one's freezing cold. Okay.
Yeah, that one, the whites are harder to get off of there, I feel like, when they're super cold. So, hey, Julianne, how are you, friend? Humid. It's humid here, too, Lynette, for sure. Christy says, hey, Julie, because we go shopping. All right, Christy, I pinned the link in the comments. It's my party link.
Can we get it over here?
So you can click on that link and go shopping, girlfriend. All right, we're going to get
Go shopping for what? Makeup?
Paper Chef.
Paper Chef, yeah. I need Paper Chef.
Well, unless you're talking about my makeup link, I can give you that too. But the Pampered Chef link is pinned in the comments. So, okay, I need you to I'm going to put the lid on this and you're going to go put it up. All right, so we're going to put a lid on this and we're going to store it. And then
What's
on
that
cook
for?
day, we're going to take, we like Barilla, gluten-free pasta. And we're just going to cook it according to package directions. And you're going to let the crab mixture get on room temperature, but not get it too close to the heat to where it blows up on you. So,
What?
like it did last time to me.
Oh.
Will you wet me a paper towel, please?
Yeah.
So let it get room temperature, boil your pasta, drain and return to the pan, and add the crab mixture and mix over low heat for 2 to 3 minutes. You can add salt and pepper and serve with a salad. So, I think that's going to be pretty yummy.
Yeah. Yay.
Thank you,
I
darling.
hate seafood.
It's crab. You like crab legs when we go to the beach.
No, I
That's
don't.
like one of the only seafood. Oh, I thought you did eat them.
I
That's one of the
ate 'em
only
one
seafood
time.
items I like.
I ate them one time and I kind of liked it, and then I ate another time and I didn't like it.
Oh, well, maybe your taste buds will change again. Who knows? All right, don't slosh this.
It cracked.
I know this lid cracked on me. I did that on. I did it. It was all my fault. So,
Oh, you're.
where did you do that? Okay, we're gonna put this aside. I usually save the egg whites, but that might be a complete wash. That's fine. Okay, great, Christy. Perfect. Yes, you got it. Awesome. Julie, girl, what are you up to today? I hope you're having a good weekend. My oldest is outside sanding down her bedroom furniture. She wants to restain it. It was my brother's when he was a kid, and so I had chalk painted it to put in her room, and now she wants a different decorative type of look. So she's out there sanding her little heart out. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but all right, next we're gonna do, so I picked sweet and spicy tilapia from the clean eating menu in June. As you know, tilapia is not so bad. I'm not a big fish fan, so I substituted for chicken. So I've got 4 chicken breasts here. Again, pick your serving size, and I sprayed the pan and I put the chicken in the pan. And then we're gonna mix the rest of the ingredients in a bowl. So I need to cover this up. I have a lid, but it's on our Monte Cristo sliders, which I didn't make yesterday because as you saw, we had pizza. So Isaac's having a sleepover with some friends, so I'm gonna make those tonight with probably some French fries or something like that. So I will post a picture of those sliders. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna do the egg wash or just butter. But I feel like you got to do something on top, don't you guys? And then bake them in the oven. All right, so I'll post pictures of that later. All right, so in a bowl, which I have sitting here, I was out of orange juice, but I have orange pineapple juice, which I really like. And I feel like that's still going to be just really good. So it's a 1/2 cup of orange juice, 3 tablespoons of can press your own limes, which I really like to do, but we're going simple. Oh, how did you like it, Janine? I swear, I think we're on the same wavelength, aren't we? And I love acidity in my dishes, whether it's the vinegar or the citrus, so yummy and yummy. And then it calls for 2 teaspoons of soy. This is LaChoy. It says on the bottle, oh, hold up. Is this one gluten-free? Oh, yes it is. It's so tiny on the side. They changed their packaging. Makes me a nervous wreck. I never want to be the one responsible for 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons equals a tablespoon. So I tried to do, 2/3 of that. So there you go. Orange pineapple juice, yum. Yes. On the sliders, put everything bagel seasoning and butter. I have. Thanks, Melissa. I have everything bagel, so thank you for that. I love that. And if you guys have never tried it,
I was saying hi to
my lid broke, but Trader Joe's, if you have a Trader Joe's, again, such a glare, you guys, so sorry. They've got the seasoning. I'm going to leave that out because we're making that tonight, and that's a great idea. Thank you so
You can
much.
see the real reflection of the ring light in the
I know, in the thing.
in the microwave.
I know.
I went and
I
said
try
hi
to stand in
Maya.
front of the reflection, so
I went and
it's
said
okay.
hi to Maya.
Prep this morning, having it tonight. Awesome. You'll have to let me know what you think and if you tweaked anything, because I always like to know. All right, so we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin.
In the whites slash yolk.
Y'all measure. I don't always measure. It calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder.
She like never measures because she's. So
And a 1/4 teaspoon of ground red pepper. Kids are not a fan of spice, so I took some smoked paprika, which will
I
add.
like certain spice.
Huh?
I like certain spice.
So I'll put a little more than a 1/4 teaspoon. Sorry, you guys cannot see. So smoked paprika, Badia makes it. And then it calls for a tablespoon of brown sugar.
No.
We're going to put that
Why does brown sugar always smell so weird?
I don't know. And I'm going to use the brown sugar again, so I'm going to keep that out. So let's stir this up. So on cook day, you're going to pour the spice mix over the fish or your chicken. And it calls to broil it. So I may bake my chicken and then finish it off with a broil. So I will probably do it that way. But the reason you broil it and cook it through is you want the fish, you want flaking with the fork. So you could start with couscous and green beans. We may have rice. Quinoa might be good, and we will definitely do green beans because we love green beans.
I've not had quinoa
What?
in forever, and it's so nasty.
Well, we had it in the stuffed peppers.
Oh,
Stuffed
well,
peppers were great.
I didn't eat the stuffed peppers.
Oh no, I did not know that. How old was
so
he?
Thick.
Okay,
Mom, it's so thick.
that's sad.
What?
Regis Philbin passed away to sleep. You don't know who he is. Okay, fridge outside.
It passed away. And
Yeah, he died. Fridge outside, fridge outside. I have a runner today on. I'm so excited.
Oh.
You don't know who he is, or are you knowing about having to go put the stuff in the fridge?
This thing? No,
Yeah.
no.
It's not heavy.
I know, but I
Please do
can
it.
never find room for those.
There's room, I promise. So sorry. Okay, third on the 5 dinners 1 hour menu is chicken bacon ranch grilled cheese classic menu July recipes. So I will show you. It calls for sourdough, which I should have bought regular sourdough. And Walmart does have a gluten-free sourdough. It didn't pop up on their click list. I think I actually have to go in the store and find it. But this is Char Artisan White Bread. And they make good gluten-free bread products. So I have a mixture of, and I won't prep all of these right here in front of you, but this is regular non-gluten-free, like ancient grain type bread. So that, anytime you're mixing gluten and non-gluten items, me too, Janine, I loved it. 88, darling, goodness. I thought he was older than that for some reason. So I always handle the gluten-free first because I don't want to cross-contaminate on accident. So So what this calls for is 12 slices of sourdough bread. Well, that would be for 6 people, 8 for 4, etc., etc.
Well,
3 cups of shredded pepper jack cheese. Oh, I meant to shred mine and I sliced it. It'll be fine. 2 cups of deli rotisserie chicken shredded, and I used... Where did I put my package at?
Mom, you know what I just
I'm losing
realized?
my brain here. What?
You know what I just realized yesterday?
Just a second. John Souls is gluten-free. All of their chickens, rotisserie, grilled, oven roasted, you name it, gluten-free. It's at Walmart. What were you going to say, babe?
You know what I just realized yesterday?
What?
Hollister, California.
You didn't know it said that. It is
No.
upside down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, a half a cup of real bacon bits and a half a teaspoon of garlic powder.
Well, we were in
So
Nashville.
I've got my Hormel real bacon bits, and we like those a lot. So
But we were in Nashville when we got this, so that's the funny thing.
yeah, well that's where the company's out of, I guess. All right, let me get my slices here. What's he barking at, babe?
You
Will
know
you let
what
him out?
Yeah, and you know what I'm mad about?
What?
How we don't have a Louis Vuitton store.
Oh, I couldn't afford to shop there anyways.
Oh, no, yeah,
This
no.
girl's gonna have expensive taste. You have that drama at your house doing it. Having a runner has its benefits and others. All right, so you're gonna layer the bread with the cheese. And honestly, especially gluten-free bread, here's what I like to do.
They don't want right back in.
I like to actually cook the side of the bread that the cheese and everything's going on. So I put it face down, I brown it with butter, flip it up, put the cheese on, put the sandwich together, and then I brown and butter the outsides of the sandwich if I'm cooking it in a pan. Because this bread is pretty dense and it doesn't always get cooked all the way through when you just put it together and then cook both sides. So I just I couldn't find shredded, and I meant to shred this and totally forgot. So we're just gonna do slices of pepper jack like so.
These are plain stuff.
And then we're gonna layer with chicken. And I'm using this chicken for the pizza as well. And I just took my kitchen shears and cut it up, honestly. So I need to get,
That's yummy.
oh yeah. You
This-
love that, don't you?
I claim this. This Pampered Chef little spatula. I claimed it.
She's silly.
I love it. It's really cute. It's forky.
All right. And then we're gonna layer it with bacon.
I wonder where this thing
This
is.
is gonna be messy, but that's okay. And then we're gonna sprinkle with the garlic powder on top. And then put the top slice on, and then we're gonna store it in the fridge. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit onto here.
Thank you, Maya.
And let me do this. Make sure it's even. And then we're gonna put the other slice on top. And then on cook day, you're gonna take off the top slice of bread and drizzle each sandwich with ranch dressing. Replace the top slice, melt butter in a skillet or a grill pan, which I'll probably do with my grill press. I think it'll get cooked more thoroughly that way. Melt butter and then toast it, melt it, and then serve with a side salad and some strawberries.
Pound
or
it.
whatever you
Pound it.
choose to.
Pound it.
Okay, be quiet.
Pound it.
All right, so let's go ahead and make the other one. And then, like I said, off screen, I will make the non-gluten-free sandwiches. So
I'm proud of myself.
you're proud of yourself. When you make it.
I didn't touch the treats, and I shook it out of the bag, and I only gave out one.
So you didn't contaminate your hands, is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Garlic powder going on. Then we'll drizzle with ranch on cook
That
day.
is strong. Oh, stupid fly.
Quit sticking your fingers in here. No, ma'am.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious.
This is so good.
All right, you guys, that was easy. Now we're getting into the twisty part. Hey, Gail. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Melinda from Union City. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Marcy. Heather from New Hampshire. Welcome, welcome. I know, Janine, those just sounded so good to me. Like, it's talking my love language. And I'll cut up more cheese. Basically, what I did was I just used my cheese slicer, but I might grate the other half of that pepper jack and use that. I'm totally sorry. We've been moving furniture in and out the doors, and the flies got in, so I apologize. We'll try to keep them out of the food for sure. All right, so So let's do the pizza next and the spaghetti last. How about that? Oh, you can show her. She wants to show you Bella. Bella's roaming around the house, so.
And guess what? The white spot on her head is completely gone.
Oh.
I'm so mad, but she's still cute.
All right, that's good. Take her away, sister. All right, we're gonna make the barbecue chicken pizza next. And this is a Pampered Chef recipe. So let's make the sauce, and I'm gonna have to find a bowl. I don't know if I have any the right size for the sauce. All right. We're gonna have to get an oldie but goodie Pyrex dish because I think all my other ones are occupied. So what we're gonna do is, and this is a Pampered Chef barbecue sauce, like I'm making the barbecue sauce from scratch. You could certainly use Sweet Baby Ray's or whatever barbecue sauce you and your family like. This would not be on the clean eating menu because we're using ketchup. If you want to substitute for like a pure tomato sauce, add some coconut sugar, that's a way to make it clean if you wanted to. But I'm just going to use ketchup. So hopefully I have enough. I did not order another because it takes a whole cup. Pampered Chef has a fantastic pizza crust. So if you've never tried it, definitely indulge yourself. If you're going to grab the spices we put in here today, definitely recommend the Italian, the garlic peppercorn, and then the smoky barbecue rub that we're using. Okay. That's enough of that. And let me get my smaller mix and scrape spatula, and we're just going to put this in here. And this is the measure all cup. I've got both the 2 cup and the 1 cup of this. You can do liquid and dry in there. All right, next we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, firmly packed. Well, let's do 2 teaspoons of vinegar first. And I love using the apple cider vinegar. I think it adds just the right amount of kick to this dish. So, she's huge, Lynette.
Who, Bella?
Janine, you've got pizza on the menu. Yeah, they're commenting on how much she's grown. Her
yeah.
back feet are humongous. I don't know how big
They're
she's.
Humongous.
They are large. I don't know how big she's gonna get. It makes me wonder.
I know, it makes me worried.
And she's not a giant breed either, so.
Oh no, yeah, that's the good thing. I'm pretty sure she might get as big as me.
All right, so now we've got a smoky barbecue rub. The one I had on hand was smoky applewood rub. That's gonna work just as well. And we're gonna do a couple of tablespoons of that. Let me see if I have a dry one. That one's wet. I do. Okay. This is a rub you can put on chicken. You could throw it on your bacon that you bake in the oven. It's so good. Okay. And this is gluten-free, so I used to have their sweet and smoky barbecue, but I meant to look and see if they even still carry that because I forget, honestly. I'm sorry, but that's a phenomenal barbecue rub. So, and I think I used the last of what I had not so long ago. And this it smells so yummy. It smells like applewood bacon, in fact, I think, but hey. All right, hold please. I'm gonna have to get aggressive with this. Hey, Melinda, I'm doing great. Hey, Wendy from Illinois. Thank you for asking, Melinda. I am doing good today. When I get off of here, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, and then I'm gonna vacuum and mop and clean some bathrooms, and then I'll be done for the day, and then hopefully tomorrow will be pretty laid back. It's gonna be my son's birthday tomorrow, so that's why I'm on here on a Saturday. I was telling everybody at the beginning of the video, so for you guys that are just joining us, that is the reason why. And we moved some furniture today into the house for my mom because they're moving and it's antique stuff and flies got in, so I apologize. I couldn't get them chased down in time. All right, so we're gonna do our 1/4 cup of packed. Where's my 1/4 cup at? Okay, 1/4 cup. I know this by heart and I don't remember. right, this is a 2 tablespoon serving. Okay. There we go. So, I'm going to be using that again, so I'm keeping it to the side. Hey, Melissa. Oh, thanks, Melinda. I appreciate it. He'll be 14. He'll be a freshman in high school. God love his heart. I couldn't stand high school. You couldn't pay me $1 million to go back and repeat high school. I enjoyed my senior year, but high school was not my thing. I will say that. Okay, here's what I think I'm gonna do. So for this pizza, you could do shredded chicken. I've got the rotisserie chicken here, and you get a 10-ounce pack of refrigerated pizza crust. I have a pack of 2, and I may need more. This is Udi's. It's a thin and crispy pizza crust. I feel like this would be good in a deep dish style pizza crust as well. So whatever your preference is on that. And so it calls for shredded Colby Monterey Jack cheese. I should have just put this in a larger bowl. You know what I'm saying? We'll hold the cheese. I've already got that shredded. I don't want it getting mixed in with the sauce. And then you're going to need 2 cups of chopped cooked chicken. And like I said, 1.5 cups of shredded Colby and Monterey Jack cheese. And then 1/2 cup of, you can use green bell peppers. What we like is, and that may be weird, but we do sliced black olives on top of the pizza. I do like that. And 1/4 cup of thinly sliced red onion. I am just going to chop up my red onion and probably put it in with the sauce. So, I do too, Lynette. If you're not a red onion fan, use regular. If you're not an onion fan, period, then you can just use like the green pepper or something. Let's see. I don't know if I need all of this. I think that's good. So set this aside. So you could reserve this to put over your sauce. I'm just gonna mix it in, guys. And then we'll keep the cheese aside. So at least this way, some of the work is out. So, okay. Come on, fly, leave me alone, please, sir. Let's do, let me see what I've got in the drawer to strain this with. I need a smaller spoon. So you could definitely just sort of lay these on top of your pizza, but if you want to pre-prepare your goodies, I'm gonna throw the vegetables in, and so that'll be ready. And then I'm gonna put a lid on my chicken. So I still have my rotisserie chicken here, so I'm gonna reserve that, and then we can use the rest for sandwiches, you know, that we're doing here. So, all right. So I've got my red onions and my black olives and my sauce. I can always add more if I need more the day that I cook this. So I have a lid, so we're gonna plop that on there. So on cook day, you're gonna preheat the oven to, well, you're gonna follow your pizza instructions. If you have a thicker crust, I would pre-bake the crust a little bit, and it should have instructions on your package. Then put your toppings on and then throw it in. This one says 425. You could roll your pizza crust that you make from Pampered Chef onto a 12-inch circle and put it on the classic brownstone, which is usually what I use when I make their pizza crust. I just didn't have any on hand. And then their instructions are: combine your chicken, barbecue sauce, toss to coat, dice bell peppers, slice the onion, and then top it with your mixture and your toppings. And then sprinkle with the remaining 1/2 cup of cheese, or sprinkle with the cheese, and then bake 15 to 20 minutes until the crust is golden brown. So we've pre-prepared that, so we'll follow a slightly different set of instructions. So there is that. Let me put these back here. Okay, this is where I fly by the seat of my pants. Melissa, you joined just in time. You had pizza for supper last night. We did too, Melinda, and it was fantastic. So, how are you doing, Melissa? All right, you got on here just in time for me to do my spaghetti. So, I'm putting you in charge of writing down the recipe as I cook it. So, grab a pen and paper, sister. Or anybody else who wants to write it down can too. I didn't see if anybody responded, and I could have missed the comment, so. All right, we've got a little bit of red onion left in here. I'm not going to stress about it. It'll be fine. If a little red onion gets mixed in with our spaghetti onion, it's fine. So, all right. So I'm going to show you just pretty much what I do, okay? She says, hold on. You got a second. I'll give you a second. All right, so I told you things were going to be a little bit different, and here's why. Because, let me scoot this over without knocking anything over. Okay. I love to use my electric skillet. Nothing fancy, it's just a rival. And we're going to plug this in. So, I like to let it simmer, you guys, for several hours if I can optimally. So, all right, Melissa, let me know when you're back so that I'll get rolling on it. It's getting heated up now. So there's a dial. This is why I use the electric skillet, because I like to let it simmer. You can turn it down to warm or like a little between warm and 200, and it intermittently will simmer. It'll turn on, and it'll go to warm, and it'll turn on. And I do like to try and stir periodically if I'm at home or have one of the kids to do it. But anyways, I will simmer this and then put it in a container, and we'll have it another night and just heat it up and boil noodles to go with it. So, and the crab carbonara, I am tempted to use one of the pastas I got yesterday. Believe it or not, at that shop I was talking about, she's got gluten-free pasta, and she had different versions of pasta than what I can find. And these are just smaller pieces, and I might use that for the crab carbonara just to have a different pasta. We love pasta. I don't mind having it 2 days a week. So I'm just going to do it. All right, let's chop up some onion while we're waiting on the pan to heat up. And I will show you, I have olive oil in here, and I have a bay leaf. So, and I like to, when you heat up the bay leaf and the olive oil, it releases that flavor. So, all right, she's ready. And it depends, if you were to make a double batch of the sauce, then you could double this and like freeze, and I've done that before, and I'll freeze the rest of it. And it's not that complicated, honestly. Now you could use fresh tomatoes that you've canned from the garden instead of the Hunt's tomato sauce that I use. And I don't put a ton of onion in here, so let's see. All right. I'm going to call that, what do you guys think? Is that a half a cup? I should have measured it in a cup before I put it in. Oh well, right? Oh well. All right, I'm going to get that coated in the oil. And then I'm going to take my garlic. And again, this is going to be to taste. Whatever you like. You like the jarred minced garlic, you just like garlic powder. If you like fresh garlic, you're going to put in the amount that of garlic flavor that you like. So I'm going to put in, let's see, probably about 4 cloves. 4 cloves. That sounded right to you? Okay, good. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. I think we can put the last 2 in there together. Let me turn this back up because I want it to start cooking. All right. What I like to do, I feel so lost because this isn't my normal way to do it. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Now I'm going to take the Pampered Chef Italian seasoning. And I'm just going to throw a little bit in here. I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do. So just a little bit. You don't have to measure that out. Like a couple of shakes, a couple of drops of balsamic vinegar, because this is going in the sauce too, and that's the main. Little bit of Worcestershire. All right. Those are all going to go back in the sauce here in a minute too. I just like to season the onion. I got some bigger chunks in here somehow. All right. And I've got my bay leaf in there so that the flavor is going to release. I'm going to turn it up. So I'm putting my skillet between 250 and 300 because I want to release the garlic and the onion with the olive oil. Just to where everything is getting nice and shiny. And then probably about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. All right, I also like to season my meat as I cook it. Yes, ma'am, I'm good. She didn't put the chicken in the fridge, will you? So it's not sitting on the counter. She's helping, Bentley. You don't need to put that her. Oh, Erica, that is Pampered Chef. And that's actually their older version. They have a newer style. One of my kids put that away in a different drawer. The mix and chop is Pampered Chef as well. I love this for ground beef, ground chicken, ground pork. I scramble eggs with it. I mash potatoes with it. I have like 3 of these because I use the heck out of them. So we're just going to brown the ground beef. And I'm just throwing on, I can't measure out the Italian seasoning, you guys. I've probably used 2 tablespoons so far, maybe. But I feel like the flavor gets in there better when you brown your meat. Okay. And I have extra lean beef, so I'm not going to have to drain it off typically. There's not a lot of fat. Otherwise, you would want to drain off your fat after you cook it. So. I'm going to be smelling this, and I'm going to want to eat it tonight, but I shall resist. We'll have this another night. Everybody smells the spaghetti cooking, and they get so excited, so... Hope I'm not missing comments, you guys. If I did miss a comment, I'm not ignoring you. Sometimes Facebook, if you're new to my page and commenting, it doesn't show it to me till I go back and read comments, and I will acknowledge you afterwards. Oh, Becky, I did miss yours. Becky from Wisconsin. Good to see you. Marianne from Rhode Island. See, I did miss some. I promise it's not on purpose, guys. I'm trying to keep up. So, all right. Get this nice and brown, and then we're going to turn it down and add our sauce in. And I have my Pampered Chef link pinned in the comments. So when this video is done, you're welcome to click on that link and go find you some stuff. And 5 Dinners 1 Hour, they also have an Amazon link of their favorites. So when you go to 5 Dinners 1 Hour, there's a link to their Amazon shop. Again, I'm going to put the link to 5 Dinners 1 Hour in the comments. This is not one of the recipes. This is just one I made up. So I learned to cook from my mama, and then I sort of tweaked my own recipe as I went. So thanks, Melissa. I appreciate it. All right. So we have browned the meat for the most part. It's going to sit here and simmer. So if you have a little bit of pink in there, it's going to cook all the way through because we're going to simmer this for a while. So I'm turning it down, and I'm going to I just do one of the small cans of tomato paste, and I love Contadina's sauce and their paste. So this is going to add just sort of a decent amount of thickness to the sauce, so it's not super runny. But I otherwise do not add any sort of cornstarch or flour to thicken. And this is the skinny scraper. I use it all the time for things like this. So, all right, let's turn it back up just a wee bit there. All right, and then I'm gonna take, this is a 29-ounce can. So the tomato paste was a 6-ounce can, and the tomato sauce is a 29-ounce can, okay? It's Hunt's. Some people add water to their sauce. I usually don't. So, all right, we're gonna scooch this up a little bit. I just don't want to get splattered with spaghetti sauce before I get the lid on, so. All right, and how do you all handle the bay leaf? Is it that whoever gets the bay leaf gets good luck? Like, what is your family tradition when it comes to that, if you have one? I don't know if that's just a Southern thing, but that was what we always did growing up, was whoever got the bay leaf on their spaghetti. Of course, you don't eat it, you pull it out, but we just always said that was good luck, right? Okay. The mix and chop. Monique, if you're talking about this is the mix and chop, Pampered Chef. My link is pinned in the comments. You can click on it, and when it says search, you type in mix and chop. This is a mix and scrape, and there's a whole set of these of different sizes. They're fantastic as well. They will get everything out of a bowl. The kids will be mad because there'll be nothing left to lick, I'll tell you that. All right, next up is, my youngest likes tomato sauce, but she does not like the texture of the tomatoes and the chunkiness. All right, I'm gonna turn it back down. So Hunt's has their own basil, garlic, and oregano. This just happens to be Del Monte. I honestly don't have a preference, but you want the Italian diced tomatoes of whatever brand you're using. 2 cans. I blend them so that she doesn't get chunks of tomatoes. And honestly, I don't really like them either unless they're fresh tomatoes. So I put them in my Ninja kitchen blender or whatever you have at home, if your kids are the same, and that's 2 cans kind of pureed going in. So this will make the sauce a little bit thinner, but that's okay. It does tend to thicken with that tomato paste as it simmers. All right, so that's 2 cans of Italian seasoned diced tomatoes. And those cans are the typical, is it 15 ounces? 14.5, whatever, you know, whatever. Okay. Now, here's where I just do whatever. I'll just take a little bit more salt because we salt and peppered our onions and our olive oil when we season those. I'm going to add a little bit more black pepper than salt because we probably have sodium in some of the tomato products added. I'm going to add in, I put plenty of Italian seasoning in here, but I like to go in with, let's say, a half a teaspoon of oregano and a half a teaspoon of basil just by themselves, okay? Are you good with me so far? This is also, you all play around and you make up your own. But this is the only spaghetti sauce I like. I've gone to restaurants. I don't like any other spaghetti sauce. And I have another version of spaghetti sauce I'll do, but this is our favorite. All right. I do, our kids are not big on spice. All right. So 3 shakes is about 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. But you do you. If you want more, put more, because I would totally put more in here if I could. They would kill me. All right, here's where I don't measure, so somebody help me here. Tablespoon. Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon. Balsamic vinegar. Again, I like the acidity of this. Tablespoon or 2 teaspoons of that, maybe. We'll say 2 teaspoons of that. All right, and then we're going to mix that in. That's right, Tamisha. Nothing like mom's homemade spaghetti. And I feel like spaghetti is such a personal thing that everybody has their sauce they like and what they like in it. And you guys had just asked that I shared mine, so I'm sharing that. All right, to combat the spice, the last thing that goes in here, and you can leave this out, but this makes such a huge difference, is 2 tablespoons of like packed of brown sugar, okay? I don't think I've left anything out, so that's why I wanted somebody to write it down as we went. All right. Okay, so then I put the lid on and I leave it between warm and 200 as long as it's rotating a simmer with a non-simmer and just keeping the sauce warm, because you don't want it to burn and stick to the bottom. That's why I try to have myself or somebody else periodically go through and stir just to make sure. So because it's an electric skillet, I don't turn it on and go to work. I feel like that's too dangerous. You could put it in a crock pot, but I would brown the meat first and just keep it on warm for several hours, because my crock pot on low would be way too high. It would scorch it. But I would definitely brown your meat first, then throw everything in the crock pot, maybe turn it on warm. So if you have to leave, that's going to be a lot safer way to let that sauce simmer. Hey, Demetra from Alabama. I'm doing great. Oh, you're so welcome. You'll have to go back and watch it if you missed that, unless you've been on here. All right, so that's pretty much it. This is going to simmer for, what time is it? It's 4:30. Probably about 8 or 8:30. I will turn it off, let it cool, and put it in a container. And it honestly makes a difference when you let this simmer with the flavors in it. And any extra, I will freeze. So, which we usually don't have extra, because they all want leftover spaghetti for lunch another day, and they're still at home. So there you go. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Thanks for joining. So anyway, that's it, you guys. So even with improvising, we're at 51 minutes. And I found a super cool caramel chocolate chip cookie recipe on Pinterest. I'm going to try to make it, and if it turns out great, I will post the recipe and pictures of that. It just sounds yummy. I love caramel, so I don't know if I'll make that today or maybe tomorrow for his birthday or something. But anyways, oh good. I'm so glad you're doing good. In the fridge, I would say five days. And then you could freeze it for 3 months. If you have a deep freezer, 6 months. A regular freezer, 3 months is average. But I would say 5 days in the fridge would be adequate. So, anywho, I'm gonna hop up here, clean up, and that's the other great thing. You make one big mess. You fill your trash can, your dishwasher, you run it, take the trash out, and you're not gonna make this big of a mess the rest of the week. You might have just some random dishes from where you boil your noodles and things like that to clean up, and it's really not as big of a deal, especially when I make the kids do it. So hey, win-win. So Pampered Chef link is pinned in the comments if you want any Pampered Chef. Like I said, I've got an order. I'll have to the end of this month to submit it, so it counts for July, because I have to stay active. I don't sell the Pampered Chef. I love the products. I've used them for years, enjoy the discount, but to stay active, I do need to turn in some orders, so I appreciate any orders you guys give me. Thanks, Dimitri. Yes, go back and watch. So there's that, and then I want to post the 5 dinners 1 hour link, because the first 3 recipes are 5 dinners 1 hour. It was a mixture of June and July, both classic and clean eating. So yeah, I will post that link too, because my link tree doesn't work anymore. Facebook and Instagram don't like it. That's why they blocked my comments, so I had to remove it from my profile for some reason. Maybe I had too many links inside the link tree. I don't know. So I will post it separately, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday. We're going to enjoy some birthday festivities tomorrow. So I might do some makeup tomorrow. We'll see. It depends on how the day goes. So, oh, you're welcome, Janine. Oh, thanks, Lynette. I appreciate it so much. If you guys try the spaghetti sauce, let me know what you think. If you don't like it, it doesn't hurt my feelings, because I feel like spaghetti sauce is so personal. You can tweak it the way you want, and if you tweak it, tell me what you did, if you liked it, didn't like it, what you didn't like. I love feedback, and I don't get my feelings hurt, honest to goodness. So, oh, and there's a sale. Is it 25% off, Melissa, on 5 dinners 1 hour? So I'm going to post that. I did get that email. Totally forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Hope you have a blessed week, too. What was the noodles that I showed? Victoria. Where did I put my noodles? I lose my noodles often. Seriously, where did I put those? Okay, right here. Barilla, B-A-R-I-L-L-A. It's backwards to you guys, regular pasta. And then the other one, this was from a ice cream parlor in Mart owned by a German family. And this is a German pasta that's gluten-free. So I have no idea if you could find that. It's B-E-Z-G-L-U-T-N, Bez Gluten Pasta. So I don't know if you could Google it and find it somewhere, but it was $3.99, pretty reasonably priced for a niche product. So I'm excited, and hopefully Tahiro will hop on here at some point and give me feedback on that curry ingredients because it sounds really good. Yes, Victoria. And Melissa was writing it down. So she's going to take a picture and I'll type it up, or if she wants to type it up, and I'll post the spaghetti recipe, and I'm going to post the barbecue sauce for the pizza and the pizza recipe in the comments as well, because that one is Pampered Chef and I don't mind sharing those at all. So yeah, thanks guys, I appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. I hope you have a great weekend. I got to pop up here to be able to turn it off, so woo. I did a makeup live earlier. You're welcome to go back and watch that on this same page, but I post on my business page the meals that I prep today. As I make them during the week, I post a picture and any feedback on that. So, anywho, see you guys. Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate your help.